Hi guys, welcome back to Nails by Sora. Today is going to be an interesting little set. I have been wanting to do, on my journey towards doing realistic style painting on nails, I've been wanting to do not a series, but some accent nails having to do with realistic birds. And I've been putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. And I had gone on a walk. We have a preserve by my apartment, and I went on a walk and I did a lot of photography and got some really cool shots, and it took me like a week to edit them, but then I figured I would use some of that imagery to do the nail idea I had. And it just, for like a month, I kept moving it around my calendar. And then Crystal from Blue Rose Nails, she does the card challenges, and she actually selected the theme of birds this past week. So I thought it was quite serendipitous and would push me to actually do it. So that's what this set of nails is going to have to do with. So the other three cards that she chose were extra long stilettos, which I don't have, so I just used my long stilettos. Seashell gel, which I also don't have, and I'm not really sure what it is, but I do have seashell shards, so I decided to use those. And then the third card was the color rose gold. So the image that popped up into my head right away is almost exactly what I ended up achieving, which I'm so thrilled about. And it actually came together pretty gosh darn easily. So I didn't want a colored background. I wanted something kind of muted and fresh and springy. So I wanted to use my Milky White gel polish, which is Dreaming of Iceland. But the more and more I use it, the more I realize it's really more transparent than I would like from a Milky White. So I ordered another one. I think it's called Dainty Lace or something like that. It definitely has to do with lace from Madame Glam. So that's on the way. But in the meantime, I decided to mix in some Perfect White with my Dreaming of Iceland to bring up the tonality a bit. So that's going to be the background, and then I'm going to use my Builder Gel to create a thicker layer to encapsulate the shell shards. And they were a bit more difficult to work with than I had anticipated, because most of the pieces that I have, what they pack into it, Bonnie B is the company that I got it from. These are little pots, but the amount of product that they pack into these pots, I couldn't get it all back into the jar. It was ridiculous. But I had to kind of pick through it to find pieces that would conform to the shape of the nail. So I didn't want to deal with trying to break them up into smaller pieces. But the finished look is quite striking, and it almost sitting behind the tree branches that I drew in kind of gives the appearance of them being blossoms on the tree, kind of like cherry blossoms. So I really love the way they turned out. So I'm just picking through the pieces that I have in the tray, trying to mix and match shapes and sizes, and get them dispersed evenly over the surface of the nail so that they look like they fell there naturally and that they're not specifically placed in any order. I want it to look organic and natural. And then I'm going to go in and draw the branches. So after I placed all of the shards down on the nail, I went and cured it so that they're fixed in place. And now I'm just taking a healthy amount of builder gel and encapsulating them on the nail, removing the pieces of hair from the brush that always seem to be present that I can't get rid of. But yeah, so putting a thick layer down the center and then dragging it around the what would be the sidewall of the nail, and then I'm going to float a little extra down the center so that it self levels and creates a nice smooth surface. I hadn't anticipated doing a matte nail when I first set out to do this set, but I did go in and put down a layer of matte gel top coat so that I would have a smooth textured surface on which to go in and draw the branches and the bird. But when I saw it out of the lamp, I saw the matte finish. I thought it was absolutely spectacular. I thought the shell pieces actually looked even better behind the matte, and I absolutely fell in love with it. So at the end, when I'm done with the design, the rest of the design, I'm going to have to base coat it, which is actually going to make it shiny again. But then I'm going to go in and reinforce the matte where I want it so that the background is matte and the branches and birds are um, glossy on top of it. So now I'm going in with my black gel paint by Madame Glam, and I'm just going to lay in the branches. I'm not being specific with it or, going with any set idea in my mind as to how I want them laid out. Like I said earlier with the shell shards, I just want it to be very organic and natural looking, like nature, just unplanned. Well, nature has a plan, but I did not. And I'm just trying to put it in so that it looks natural and realistic. One of the best things about Madame Glam's gel paint is that it does not dry with a tacky coat. There's no need to cleanse it. You can just go in and work with it or leave it be. So seeing as how it doesn't have a tacky coat to it, I can go right in with my chrome pigment, which is what I'm doing. I'm using iGel Beauty's Rose Gold Chrome paint pigment, and I am using an eyeshadow applicator to go in and chrome the black gel paint. I don't know why I lost a segment of it. For some reason, the middle portion of the branches came off while I was chroming. But instead of going in and fixing it, I decided just to leave it be because that's where I ended up going in and putting in a bird. So these birds that I'm painting now are ones from my photographs, as I said earlier. One, I managed to catch a bird in flight across the sky, so that's going to be this one. And it's kind of like, it kind of fools the eye the way I painted it. It looks like the wing at the top is the head, but the head and the beak are actually pointing downward. That point at the top is its left spread wing, and then the one that I'm putting in now is its right wing. And then going up into the neck, and then I'm going to try to get in the rest of the beak going down towards the sidewall. I do wish that I had angled it slightly better so that it wasn't confusing as to which way the bird is pointing, but I still love the way it turned out. Actually, I was wrong. The point down at the bottom is the tail, and then what I'm drawing right now is the left wing, and the one shooting straight up into the right corner of the nail is the right wing. None of that really matters, but yeah, so this one's just going to be in silhouette against the sky, and then the next one is going to be a bit more detailed. I do need to give a shout out to Dev from Nails by Dev. Nails by Dev. I absolutely love her brushes. This is only the second time that I'm using her micro detailer. I did go in and use her, oh, itty bitty baby, or I'll link her brushes down below. But looking at her do her nails and the detailed work she does, and knowing that she puts out her own line of products, makes me really trust the products that she uses and the ones that she puts out, because if an artist uses their own products, then you know that they're good. So I had to try her brushes. I absolutely love them. I just bought a few more, and they are so incredibly easy to use, and more than that, they make it so much easier to do your artwork. So if you're looking to invest in some really good brushes, I would definitely consider purchasing hers. They're not expensive at all. They're in line with what really good brushes usually cost. But like any investment, you get what you put into it. So if you want the best, you're going to have to, pay a little bit more. But more to the point, it really helped me nail these birds. I absolutely love the way they turned out. This one is just, I was walking through the path at the preserve, and I looked up, and there was I don't know what kind of bird it is. I'm not a bird watcher. I just love doing photography. I looked up, and this bird was in the branches above my head. So I got quite a few really nice shots from below, worm's eye view, ant's eye view. And I really wanted to depict it on the nail. And I love how the feathering came out, made it look really lifelike, and even in tones of black, white, and gray. I think it was really striking the way it came out. And with the seashells behind it, giving those subtle pops of color, making them look like cherry blossoms, I really love the way this nail turned out, and I hope you do too. Alrighty, so that's going to wrap up this video. Thank you everyone so much and once again for joining me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any comments or questions, please put them down in the comment section below. All products, brushes, information will be listed in the details box below. And I really appreciate it if I could get a like and a subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you know when new videos are available. I will see you in the next video.